Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Some of you may have heard of a YouTube channel called Alberto1111. He, along with several others on YouTube, were saying until recently that there was going to be a huge explosion followed by massive messianic events that was going to completely change everything in the world on the 1st of November 2018. Of course, none of that happened, but on this video I want to explain what this whole thing was about. This guy alone made over 300 videos about it, and there were several other YouTube channels saying the same thing or similar things. I want to reveal here that this was actually related to the soothsayers conspiracy that I've been exposing since 2012. I haven't made this video to attack or expose Alberto. I actually want to show that he really was onto something, and inshallah I will explain where he went wrong, whether or not he's a shill. I want to explain what he was wrong about and what he was right about at the same time.
Therefore, the year 2019 will not even exist, my friends. They're gonna start with year zero, a new counting. So get ready. New York City, London, it's gonna get nuked. Tsunamis to get to New York City. It's all very real, my friends. It is very close. On November the 1st, 2018, we just saw yesterday on the Economist magazine of 2018, the date November the 1st. They have planned the end of the world as we know it on November the 1st, 2018. I have made now more than 300 videos, 300, with all amazing evidence by predictive programming to November the 1st, 2018, with the alien messiah fake god judgment day. And what I found very interesting is that China just took delivery of a massive amount of gold from London and New York. So why do they take all their gold to home from London and New York? Well, it's very interesting, my friends. I told you from the beginning that I found in the predictive programming that exactly those two cities will be destroyed. London and New York, based on what I all found. Now, we are 3 days away from the biggest event in all of world history. It is amazing. Make your house in order. It's getting very near. More than 350 videos from 60, 50, 80 years ago are all pointing to this date. So it's very necessary to take it seriously and be ready, because it shows all that the devil's messiah is coming on the same date with the nukes, everything, and that the great tribulation, according to the Bible, will soon start after this event. Perhaps they are in the know, and I think they are in the know. That's the reason why they are removing now their gold, because they know if they're not going to remove it, it's maybe all gone with the nuclear bomb. So, thanks for watching, guys. Mark my words, my friends. If it happens, everything will change. All our paper currencies, it doesn't matter if the dollar or any other currency, will fail. They will all fail. They have to destroy the whole economy at once to create a new world order, a new world economy, and a new world religion. They have to do it all at once. And it will be a catastrophic event on November the 1st, 2018. Just be ready. It's very close. Thanks for watching.
So far, some of you may think that this guy is just talking total nonsense, but he actually had hundreds of videos where he showed that there were actual messages in many TV programs and various company logos relating to this event. But obviously he was wrong. But he wasn't just wrong about the date, but he was also wrong about the events that he predicted. In fact, I want to refute what he just said using one of his own videos where he says that Obama was subliminally referring to this event, to this 1st of November 2018 Messianic event.
Talk about the coming alien invasion of the Savior, of the judgment God. He is going to look with his eyes to above. to the alien god that's coming from above. Look at his eyes. Every time he talk about, he is going to look to above.
That's what this moment's about.
This moment with the finger above represents the alien invasion.
You cannot sit back and wait for a savior.
See, he is looking to above, to his savior. November the 1st, 18.
You can't opt out because you don't feel sufficiently inspired by this or that particular candidate. This is not a rock concert. This is not Coachella.
Now he's going to talk about the alien god Messiah.
We don't need a Messiah.
Well, he is just saying that we don't need him, but he just said a Messiah, and he knows it's in the picture. He is pointing out to the alien Messiah.
But you see, here is where he went wrong. Notice that Obama said that we don't need a Messiah. This contradicts what Alberto said regarding the Illuminati supporting this alien Messiah whom they believe will appear on November the 1st, 2018. Why would Obama say we don't need a Messiah and be referring to this event if the Illuminati want to make people believe in this Messiah, in this alien Messiah, and to make people support him? It doesn't make sense.
By predictive programming to November the 1st, 2018 with the alien Messiah fake God Judgment Day.
You cannot sit back and wait for a savior. We don't need a Messiah.
By this new Messiah based on created by the Illuminati.
So you see, this person that they were waiting for couldn't be the Illuminati's Messiah because Obama spoke negatively about him. So this is one of the things Alberto was clearly confused about. The reason behind the confusion is that, as I'll be showing inshallah, the Illuminati made both programs for and against this person whom they thought would appear on November the 1st, 2018. Inshallah, I will soon show you more clips from Alberto's videos. Obviously, I'm not going to be showing all 300 of his videos, but I want to show some examples just to show that this whole thing wasn't completely baseless. And Alberto isn't just some crazy guy making random nonsensical videos for no reason. But before I show all the clips, let me explain what this whole thing was really about. You see, the reason the Illuminati showed this event as being both negative and positive at the same time is for the same reason that they made the Running Man movie starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. If you watched my Soothsayer's Conspiracy video series, you know that the Illuminati, through soothsaying, found out that someone was going to appear in the future who would ruin their plans. They then decided to subliminally associate this person with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Arnold was associated with this character in both a negative way and in a positive way. For example, in Terminator 1, Arnold plays the role of the bad guy, but in the Running Man movie, he is the good guy and hero of the film. But as I explained in the past on my Soothsayer's Conspiracy video series, both movies, along with many other Arnold movies, if not all of them, are really about this person that the Illuminati were afraid of. And as I explained, in reality it was 3 people, not just one person. But the soothsayer prophecies are mixed with lies, as they get their prophecies from the devils or shayateen who try to listen in on the angels. I also explained that one of the reasons they did this was to confuse people about their fitra, and I already explained what this means in detail in the past. But I also mentioned on my video titled "What are Subliminal Messages?" that there is another reason why they did this, and the other reason was so that when the real Mahdi appears, they can portray him as being their own agent and associate him with the Nazis, Skull and Bones, and conservative Shiism, right-wing Shiism. But I didn't explain or elaborate this point on any of my past videos. Well, this example regarding Alberto is actually very similar to the reason why... this Running Man movie example is actually very similar to this November the 1st, 2018 date in so many movies, TV shows, cartoons, advertisements, and logos. Remember that this is what I said all the way back in 2015. In fact, sometimes they outwardly, on a conscious level, in an obvious way, they show you a story that they are actually against and actually don't want to happen. For example, the story of the Running Man movie, which was made in 1987, is precisely what they don't want. That's what they don't want to happen, as it's about a group of people fighting against the government and being accused of being terrorists, and then at the end they expose the government and defeat them. Notice that this is the main story of the Running Man movie, made in 1987, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's not a subliminal or subconscious or hidden message, but this is what the movie is outwardly or consciously about. Meaning that this is what the movie wants you to think it is all about. Just like the Avatar movie wanted you to think that it was all about resisting an evil occupation force, but secretly it was about something else entirely. It was actually the opposite. It was about helping the occupation forces, because it was actually about the Yazidis who helped the American occupation forces invade Iraq. So it was the exact opposite. This is actually done so that if something like this really happens in real life, they can pretend to have predicted it and claim that they actually control those who are fighting against the government and military. So this is done so that they can later say that if you're fighting against the government, or if you fight against the military, if you fight against the New World Order, if you fight against the Illuminati, the Freemasons, the Zionists, they can say that, oh, you're doing exactly what Arnold Schwarzenegger did in the Running Man movie. And Arnold works he works with George Bush. He's in league with George Bush. He's a friend of George Bush. And he works for the government. So you're doing exactly what the government wants when you fight against the government and expose the media. Because, see, Arnold starred in a movie where he was fighting against the government. So if you fight against the government, you're doing what Arnold wants. You're doing what the government wants. You see how they try to confuse you and manipulate you. When in reality, you see, the Running Man movie, that was the outward message. That was the conscious message. That was not the agenda. That was not the predictive programming. That was not a subliminal message. That was the apparent message of the movie, which is what they are actually against. You see, that's what they show you in order to gain your trust and in order to make you become a fan of Arnold Schwarzenegger and like him, so that in the future, when he joins the government, when he joins George Bush, you would support that too, even though originally you liked him because he was fighting against the government in the movie. But in real life, he does the exact opposite. But now, because you're a fan, since you were a child, you were a fan of Arnold Schwarzenegger, you start also becoming a fan of the government and the military. So even though originally you supported him for the exact opposite reason. And now, but the reason why they made that movie is so that later they can say that anyone who fights against the government is doing what the government wants. See, it's in the story of the movie. And because everyone remembers that movie consciously, not subconsciously, not subliminally, but consciously, people actually think that, oh yeah, that's exactly what we saw in that movie. So you see, the apparent message is actually what they don't want you to support. And isn't this exactly what we are being told on the media today? Every time there's a war, every whether it's Afghanistan or Iraq, every time we're told that whoever fights against the American invasion, whoever fights against the American military, is automatically a CIA agent. While those who helped America invade Afghanistan and Iraq, such as the Shias, such as the government of Iran, we're told that they are somehow independent and they're not agents of the CIA. See, we're told that Iran is against America even while Iran is helping the American military in Afghanistan and Iraq. So we're told that the people who are actually helping the American military are not agents, they are not puppets, they are not brainwashed. But the people who are resisting the occupation, there are just a bunch of brainwashed people working for the government. But wait, they're fighting against the government. How could they be the agents? And so what we are being told today is actually very similar to what they're planning to say using the Running Man movie. Because I'm going to explain something else later, inshallah, which will make more sense. And this is done so that if, you see, let me explain it like this. This is done so that if in the future, let's say in the future, this is what they're afraid of. They're afraid that in the future a group of terrorists gain a significant victory against the government or expose the media to the masses and destroy the mainstream media. Then the Illuminati can pretend like this was their plan all along and that they actually control the real terrorists, or that they were actually supporting them and helping them, and that they wanted them to overthrow the government, and that they wanted them to expose the media. And they can say, see, this is what we showed you in 1987 in the Running Man movie. This is exactly what happened. And people are all going to believe it. They're all going to believe that this is what they were told, because this is what they were literally told on a conscious level, not on a subliminal level, not in a hidden way, but in a way that everyone can remember. Or of course, in reality, this doesn't make much sense unless they present the idea that there are two different Illuminati groups, one being Zionists and the other being Nazis and being in league with the, those Muslims. And they want us to think that the terrorists are on the side of the Nazi Illuminati, and then on the opposite side we got the Zionist ones, which is why the hero of the Running Man movie is Arnold Schwarzenegger, who often acts like a Nazi and gives the Nazi hand salute, and we are also told by the media that he's the son of a Nazi general, that Arnold's father was a Nazi general who fought in World War II. And so that's why we now find people like Leo Zagami claiming that there is a light side to the Illuminati and a dark side to the Illuminati. And all this is being told in recent years by other people like Sean Stone and other disinformation agents. They're trying to convince us that there are two different Illuminati groups, when in reality those two groups are really one. I mean, there really are two groups, actually more than two. There are many different Illuminati groups, but they are all at the top, they are all the same. But they want to convince us no, there's a Nazi Illuminati and there's a Zionist Illuminati, and they're the two different groups. But the Nazis and the Zionists in reality are the same. And the Nazis, in fact, from the very beginning, the Nazis were fake. Everything they tell you in your school books, in your history books at school, is a lie. Okay? So you see, the soothsayers or Illuminati or Zionist Freemasons, or whatever you want to call them, came to the conclusion through soothsaying that someone is going to appear on the 1st of November 2018. Then they decided to put messages in their programs both for and against this person. But notice that the message against this person was actually a subliminal message. However, the messages that appear to support this alien messiah are actually not real messages. They're not real subliminal messages, but are simply codes that need deciphering. As I'll be showing you soon, inshallah, many of the so-called messages that Alberto found were not subliminal messages or predictive programming. They were complex codes that need deciphering. So this means that if people watched such shows and films, they would not end up supporting this alien or person, because the messages in support of him can't even be understood unless you calculate and decipher the codes. So it won't affect your mind subliminally just by watching it. So this shows that they didn't actually want you to support this so-called alien messiah or whatever, who was going to appear on the 1st of November 2018. They just put these messages in the form of codes, so they don't really support this alien messiah or whatever.
On the front page of Google on October 12, 2018, this was for the homepage for the search, if you want to search. Now we're going to expose this logo. First of all, 2-1. It is the Roman number 2, which is 1-1, and the Roman number 1 is 1. It's November 1st. 1-1 is 2, 1 is 1. And we see a 1-1-1. It is November 1st, and the red color is 18. And now, my friends, I'm going to show you the Illuminati card. This is the Illuminati card game from 1995, just 23 years ago. And we see Hail Bob, the hail about the alien Messiah Judgment Day. And we see 3 lines. It is 1, 1, 1. And if we look to Michael Jackson, we also saw him in Thriller with a red jacket, and now he is with an extraterrestrial on the photo in red. And it is also the reason why this person in the movie is also in red, because red represents the year 18 with the alien invasion Judgment Day. So, thanks for watching, guys. It's coming November the 1st, 2018. Logo, like we told you, it's 1, 1, 1, November the 1st. A red represents the number 18. It's November the 1st, 18, with a new dawn, a new age, where we are witnessing by decoding all the video clips and movies just before the end of the world tomorrow. It talks also about Bob, the wrath of Bob. And we know that Bob is a code from 3-4 videos ago from my channel. We exposed what Bob is. Bob is God. Smite them all. The A is the first letter of the alphabet. It is 1, 1, 1, November the 1st. A is the first letter of the alphabet. 1, 1, 1, November the 1st. It's the destruction, the wrath of Bob. It is a secret message to November the 1st with the alien Messiah. It is 1 plus 301 plus 3. Look, 1 plus 301 plus 3. 1 plus 301 plus 3, which is combined 305. It is the 305 day of the year, my friends. 305 is November the 1st, 18. 305 day of the year is November the 1st, 18. It's very easy. It's the alien with the UFO Messiah, which comes 1 plus 301 plus 3 is the 305 day of the year, which is the alien Messiah. Then we go to the Bank of England, the collapse of all paper currencies, which is going to happen, like on Economist magazine, in the year 2018, after 10 months with the birth of the alien Messiah and the collapse of all paper currencies. You can see it right here. It is 1, 1, 1. It's November the 1st. And 3 times 6 is 3 times 6 is 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18, and the red color is also 18. It's November the 1st, 18. 3 times 6 is 18. November the 1st, 18. Insufficient funds, remove card. Everybody has lost all their money. There is no money on your bank account anymore. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Today I want to show you also the end part of the movie Oblivion, where Tom Cruise comes to the alien god. Now listen to what Tom Cruise has to say.
I'd like to tell you about something I read. A story from Rome.
A story from Rome, the city Rome, that you destroyed.
The city you destroyed. And what Horatius said was, how can a man die better? You don't have to die.
Now look, my friends, this is the pyramid. This is one side, and the red is 18. It is November 1st, November 1st, and the red is 18. It's the alien god that destroys Rome. Rome, a city that you destroyed on November 1st, red 18.
A story from Rome. The city you destroyed.
So, Rome will get destroyed on November the 1st, 18. This whole place was destroyed, and now we have our confirmation of November the 1st. Look, because if we look here, November the 1st in simple gematria is equals to 166. 166. And here we have our confirmation. Red represents the number 18. So now we have November the 1st, and the red color represents the number 18. Well, as you can see, it's about the alien invasion 111, November 1st. The first thing that we saw from the alien was this, is 111. They're showing you the alien invasion is coming on November 1st. Well, and then we go a little bit further. Then the aliens are attacking us. Look. Mass Effect 3. Just like you saw, it is 111, November 1st, and the red color is 18. This is November 1st, red 18. This is November the 1st, 18. It is 111, red color is 18. November 1st, red 18. Mass Effect 3. It's the end of our world as we know it, my friends. It's the alien god Judgment Day. Now look. And now, my friends, you see a dark television, and you see 0 and the number 3. Here is the number 3 in red, which is a W on the side. It is 111. The number 3, and also in Roman, is 111. And here it represents 111, November 1st. And the red color is 18. All the nukes that they're going to explode tomorrow. Clip. This is an amazing clip, my friends. This is one of the best we have found so far, maybe. Time is up. It's the end of the world. Tonight, it's Halloween evening. We are just witnessing. We are just so close until the time is up, as you see right there. They are writing the number November 1st, 111 on the guy's head. And he is also blanked with the red color. It is 111 and red is 18. Look, this is the alien god Messiah, which is an iPad Go 2. You already see it in the date. 111. It's November 1st. Look what it is. Look. It are 3 A's. Look. It's the A, the letter of the alphabet, the first letter of the alphabet. A. which is 111. And what is going to happen? I will show it you. Look. I told you guys all the time that the alien God Judgment Day is about the destruction of religion. This is only the mosque you see being bombed. And look, the first explosion, you see 111. It is November the 1st. The airplanes, the aliens, it was confirmed. Those three jets that you just saw, it was 3 A's. It is 111, and here again 111. It is November. The alien God Judgment Day are going to judge also all religions, not only the mosque, but also the Vatican and also the temple in Jerusalem. They're going to destroy all those holy religious places. So it's not only the destruction of New York City and London, but it is also the destruction of the Vatican, Mecca, and Jerusalem, the temple. And maybe also other holy religious places. They're going to destroy religion, my friends. I hope it's very clear for you.
You're my savior, man. My own personal Jesus Christ.
Are you seeing that, people? The person, the character in the movie The Matrix, is all about the alien Messiah. So keep in mind that she is called the Trinity. Now we go a little bit further again. And look. The alien Messiah.
This is the world as it exists today.
November the 1st, 18, when all the cities are gonna get nuked. So this is how the world exists today. It is 8 o'clock and 35 minutes. 8 o'clock and 35 minutes. I told you that the number 8, so you have to keep in mind 8 o'clock and 35 minutes. 8 o'clock is one pointer to the 12 and one pointer to the 8. So 218 is 2018, and the other pointer is to the minute 35, which is the 35, which reference to the 305 day of the year.
What a mind job. So you're here to save the world.
So the alien Messiah is going to come on November the 1st, 18, to save the world into a new world order. So therefore the world will totally collapse on November the 1st, 18. He is in red. We know that the red color represents the number 18. And that is why he has the letter R on it. He has the letter R. And the letter R is 18. So red, we have a confirmation here again that the R is 18. Red is 18. The R is the 18th letter of the alphabet. And just look at his knife. It is 1, 1, 1. Two the same, one long. November 1st. November 1st. R18. It is November the 1st, 18. This red turtle, he has the R, which is the 18th letter, and which has the knife 111. R18. It's November the 1st, 18. He is also red. Red is 18. And now look. The skull and bones, you see it right there. It's all about the deaf people with the nuclear bomb that are going to explode tomorrow by this alien Messiah. What is Papi? It is code 88. It's out of time. The world is therefore out of time. She is announcing, all what she's doing is announcing the end of the world. Explosions, the cities will be totally burned. New York City, London. It's just a few hours away. We are now getting so close, my friends. It is just hours away. Thanks for watching. Be prepared, my friends. This is the last few hours. Big city with all big buildings. And we see a red alert. 3. We know that the number 3 refers to the Roman number 111, but also 111. And that is key, because we see here, my friends, this is very clear. We see the sun. Are you seeing here behind this is the sun? The sun is shining. You see all the sun shining. Well, the sun is shining from out of the letter E. Are you beginning to get the message? Why is the sun shining from out of the letter E? Because it is 1, 1, 1. It's November the 1st. and the red color represent the year 18. ET, I also found this. The ET is written in red, and now we all know that red represents the number 18. The R is the 18th letter, 1 plus 8 is 9. The E is the 5th letter, and the D of red is the 4th letter. Together is 18. So red represents 18. So it's saying here extraterrestrials are coming in the year 18. It's official from the movie. And if you look, we look to the letter E. It is next just by Wall-E. It is 111. It is November the 1st, 18. But it is interesting to note that the T can also be seen as the number 20 if you write it down by the numbers. I will show you the letter T. The T is the 20th letter of the alphabet, so 20. My friends, tomorrow the world will be completely upside down.
As you can see, these are codes that require complex calculations, and you need to know that the color red, for example, is symbolic to even understand them. So they weren't put in these programs to brainwash people subliminally into supporting the alien messiah. So the point I'm making is that the Illuminati were simply pretending to support this alien messiah. In other words, they were afraid that a huge event was going to take place against them and their agendas. So they decided that after this event happens, and they start to lose their power, they would then reveal these codes themselves to the public and say, "Ha, see, we knew this all along. It was all part of our plan." In order to turn the public and the enemies of the Zionists everywhere against this person, or alien messiah as Alberto calls him. In fact, it's possible that Alberto himself was a part of this plan. It could be that he was being manipulated into playing this role so that when this happens, people would think it's all a conspiracy, and so they wouldn't join this savior in this war against the Zionists and against the bankers. And as I explained, this was also the reason why they made the Running Man movie, so that if the events in that movie actually happen, the Zionists can then use that movie to fool people into thinking that this was all planned by the Nazi Skull and Bones, and that the Mahdi's victory against George Bush or Killian was faked, and it was planned in advance by Dick Cheney. Of course, Zarqawi didn't kill George Bush, and the soothsayer prophecies didn't actually happen. But if they had happened, if Zarqawi had managed to actually not only defeat the American military in Iraq, but also wage war against America itself and try to destroy the Freemason White House and kill George W. Bush, these Zionist Freemasons would have tried to make it seem like it's all fake and staged by the Skull and Bones Nazi secret society, and they wanted to say that both Zarqawi and Dick Cheney were part of this secret society. In fact, if you watch the movie W, made by the Zionist shill Oliver Stone, there is a scene where they try to make it seem like Dick Cheney supports the Muslim terrorists. And there were numerous other subliminal messages in movies like RoboCop 1, where there is a vice president called Dick who is helping the criminals, and in the Dark Earth video game that was made in 1997, where the character Fanandar is symbolic of Dick Cheney. Anyway, they wasted all this effort making these programs because their soothsaying prophecies were false. But this was their backup plan, and likewise they had a similar soothsaying regarding November the 1st, 2018. And once again, what they thought was going to happen didn't actually happen. So what was this prophecy all about? Remember that the soothsayer prophecies are mixed with lies, but there is some truth to their prophecies because as I've explained before, the Quran says that the devils, the shayateen, succeed in snatching away a little news from the angels, but they then mix it with many lies as part of their plans for the future, or to impress their followers by making it seem like they really know the future, when in reality they just have a few vague hints. So what was the truth within their soothsaying this time? Well, as you all know by now, nothing out of the ordinary happened on November the 1st, 2018. But I want to show you something that amazed myself when I first noticed it. I didn't follow Alberto's videos until after I had made this video. So I assure you that I didn't do this deliberately. But notice the last and final video I made in the year 2018 was this one. And in it, I was wearing all red for the first time. You see, I had worn a red turban a few times before, but this was the only video where I was wearing almost entirely red. Although my hat is actually green, but you can't actually see it in the video. You can hardly see my hat in the video. Also notice that the background is also mostly red. I promise I didn't do any of this deliberately. As I said, I actually found out about Alberto after making this video. And if you look at the length of the video, it is 1 hour, 11 minutes and 17 seconds, which is extremely close to all these Illuminati codes that Alberto was showing. Also, but I mean, it's extremely close, but it's off by one number. It's 17 instead of 18. But the rest is the same, 111 17 instead of 111 18. And I'm also wearing red, which is 18 in itself, according to Alberto. And all these codes had the color red in them. You see, but it wasn't really because red is 18. The real reason was that I was going to be wearing the color red on this video. That was the real reason. But the soothsayers, mixed it up. As I said, soothsayer prophecies are not accurate, and that's how I found out this whole 11118 code that Alberto found was really based on soothsaying. That's how I found out about it, because of the fact that it's not accurate, but it's very similar to what I did. Yeah, that's right, the whole thing was about me. Of course, none of the huge events that he predicted, such as a nuclear war and collapse of paper money, happened on that date. The devils, the shayateen, made all that stuff up. They made it all up. Those were all the lies of the shayateen that they gave to the soothsayers. They must have heard a little about me from the angels, and when they were chased away, they made up all these lies, which are basically what they feared would happen. You see, this whole false prophecy was based on some truth mixed with the fears of the devils from what might happen and how to prevent it. And they put all these codes in their programs so that if what they feared actually happened, they can still keep people under mind control and tell them that this person who was going to destroy their economy and governments was their own secret agent, so that people would not join him and support him against the Zionists. Basically, they were hoping to once again play out the whole solid snake propaganda of let's join the military to fight the Illuminati. You remember all that? Let's join the Zionists to fight the Illuminati, and to change the definition of the Illuminati, to change the definition of false flag attacks, to say that false flag means real flag. Remember all that fake rubbish conspiracy videos? from 2015, where they were saying that false flag means a real attack that's carried out really by the terrorist group. When a terrorist group really carries out an attack, that's a false flag attack. They were changing the definition of false flag. You see, because if ISIS, for example, if they really carry out an attack, then it's not false flag, it's real flag. Because you're saying that they really did it. So they were trying to, change the definition of the terms that are used by the conspiracy researchers and make people think that the Zionist Illuminati are the good guys and the bad guys are Nazi Skull and Bones. And that is, of course, why they even used the skull symbol that Alberto showed. Just like the skull symbol they associated with Arnold Schwarzenegger, whom they were using as propaganda against Zarqawi, just in case Zarqawi defeated them. In both cases, their fears were much greater than the actual event that was going to take place. But notice that in some ways these predictions were actually correct, but in a metaphorical sense. For example, Alberto says that this was about the destruction of religions. Listen carefully to what he says.
AAA, which is 111. And what is going to happen? I will show it you. Look. I told you guys all the time that the alien God Judgment Day is about the destruction of religion. This is only the mosque you seen being bombed on November the 1st. But that is not it.
Again, what he says here is sort of true, because I do judge all the religions. I do expose various, many religious sects. The Batini Sufis and their moon goddess Sophia, the Catholic Church and their sun god, Judaism, Buddhism, Hinduism, Shiism, Salafism. I've exposed or judged all these religious groups and more. You see, this clearly shows that this was a soothsayer's conspiracy because it was so inaccurate. Yet there is a hint of truth to it when you compare this prophecy with my videos, especially my final 2018 video, where I actually spoke against many religions, especially Hinduism and Judaism.
They're going to judge all nations and they're going to judge all religions. And therefore, even Christianity will be judged by this new Messiah created by the Illuminati. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Today I want to show you a short part of the trailer of X-Men: The Apocalypse, made by a person. I think he's being paid by the Illuminati to do this. It's a weird trailer.
Together.
Again, the red person represents year 18.
We will cleanse the earth. Everything they've built on the earth.
And now we see Donald Trump as the X-Men: The Apocalypse. Also interesting, because from the lightnings, you see now a green man, a ghost. This is also confirmation for the alien invasion.
You might remember that I already explained this whole green ghost Slimer from the Ghostbusters. I explained what he actually represents all the way back in 2014 on my video, what the Illuminati believe about me. I'm not going to talk about it again, but I already said in 2014, before this commercial was made, I said that the green ghost Slimer is actually symbolic of me. And I also said that Donald Trump is copying me. And notice that Donald Trump also appears on this video, and he's also in green. And here's the movie poster for the movie November Man, and it's written November in the color red. Okay, and so it's again 11/18. And listen to this audio from the movie. This is just a short audio from the movie.
You know what we used to call you, Peter? The November Man. Because after you passed through, nothing lived.
And finally, I want to show what I myself found recently based on Alberto's work, based on his deciphering. I used the same deciphering method as Alberto, and I found something very similar to his findings in an episode of the Power Rangers. Look, this is the Gold Ranger from Power Rangers Zeo, which was a TV series from the late 1990s. And you see the same thing that Alberto keeps referring to. Notice it's 111. There are 3 lines like 111. Plus the color red, which according to Alberto means 18. So you got your 11118, November the 1st, 2018. Although I'm thinking that the devils misread the prophecy. I'm starting to think that it was actually the 11th of October, which is also 111. 11 October 10. So 1011. The 11th of October 2018. And that was the date on my video, on the video where I was wearing red, on my last video in 2018. That was actually the date of my video. So the Gold Ranger is symbolic of this same prophecy, this same soothsaying. Notice that Alberto also kept saying that paper money will be replaced with gold on this date. And here we have the Gold Ranger with a weapon that has 111 and the color red. There's no way that this is a coincidence. This totally fits in with everything Alberto was saying. You got gold, and he was saying gold is going to replace paper money, and you got 111 and you got red. You got the whole thing. So yes, believe it or not, this is actually symbolic of me. And notice, like the Green Ranger in the first season of the Power Rangers, this Gold Ranger is also the 6th Ranger, and they actually mentioned that it's the 6th Ranger when he appears.
This match is pretty tough.
It gets worse! Face it, you're powerless against me!
Look, you guys, up there! Huh?
What's that? Hey, where did he come from?
Another ranger? But whose side is he on?
Okay, now it's my turn! It's time for a gold rush!
Another Power Ranger? What's going on here?
Oh, I just can't bear to watch any more of this!
I've no idea where he came from, Your Majesty.
Fool! He came from that pyramid!
What'll we do with 6 Rangers?
Destroy them all!
I explained before, all the way back in 2014, that the Green Ranger and the White Ranger in the early Power Rangers were based on on soothsaying that was really about me. So all the Power Rangers that were based on me were the 6th Ranger. The 6th Ranger was the Green Ranger. Later, the 6th Ranger was the White Ranger, and finally, the 6th Ranger is the Gold Ranger here. And so you got, so now you understand why they actually associated this symbol with the good guys, even though they usually associated this symbol with the bad guys. This symbol of 11118, they usually associated it with the bad guys. But here, there are a few exceptions where they associated with the good guys. As I said, sometimes they try to turn people against someone, and sometimes they try to confuse people about their fitra by mixing right with wrong, good with evil, iman with kufr, and the fitra with shaitan. And this is exactly what they've done here. Similar to the Legacy of Kain series, to the Soul Reaver games, that has a very satanic Freemasonic story, but at the same time the main character Raziel has a lot in common with my life, as I explained before. But in the end, he joins the Yin or Satan and is associated with a sword symbol, which is clearly a Freemason symbol. So they based it on my life, on what they thought I was going to do using soothsaying, but they mixed it with their own ideology. So they mixed the fitra with the plans of shaitan. with the plans of Satan. Likewise, in the Power Rangers Zeo, in the Power Rangers series in general, you got the Sixth Ranger who is green, the Sixth Ranger who is white, and the Sixth Ranger who is gold, all based on me. So it's 666. And that's why they keep mentioning, every time these Rangers appear, they keep mentioning that this is the Sixth Ranger. You see? So they want to associate this 666 with me. And notice that they even have a one eye symbol at the bottom corner of the screen. It's some kind of devil with one eye. It's the logo of a TV channel that used to broadcast the Power Rangers TV series in America. It's going to become even more clear soon. This final clip that I've been saving will clearly show that this was their agenda. But before I show the final clip, let me mention that before my original Zakah1 YouTube channel was deleted, I was constantly pressured to support Bashar Assad, and many of the internet shills who were copying me and mixing my research with their lies and propaganda were also defending Assad and claiming that Assad's attacks against civilians are fake. And remember that none of these people ever exposed the fake war between the Shias and Israel. The fake videos of the so-called Hezbollah attacking Israel, which I exposed all the way back in 2012 on my Party of Dajjal video. None of these people ever mentioned that, but they kept saying that Assad's attacks are against the civilians are fake. And none of them also mentioned the fake attack by ISIS against Iran, against the Iranian parliament. And none of them even, and some of these people even left comments on my YouTube channel telling me that I will be banned if I refuse to support Russia. And one of my last videos on YouTube was the one where I explained that the attack by Assad against the Syrian people was actually real. I actually proved that the attack was real, and I explained why these shills were saying that it was fake. Well, here is a military base in Syria with a pyramid and a one-eye symbol. And notice that not a single one of these disinformation agents ever exposed this. There was also a video filmed by the Syrian Mujahideen inside the house of a Shia soldier where they found similar pyramid and eye symbols. And of course this was also not mentioned anywhere by the shills and disinfo agents on the internet. And now I'm going to show you the final clip, which will make you understand why they so badly wanted me to support Bashar Assad, or at least one of his Illuminati allies such as Russia, Iran or America, all of whom use the same symbolism of the pyramid and the one eye.
Hey look! He's tackling Wolfbane alone!
You're no match for me, puny ranger!
Oh yeah? We'll just see about that! I call upon the power of Pyramidas! You're toast, Wolfbane! Pyramidas!
I'll crash your pyramid like I did their sword!
Give it your best shot! Alright, Wolfbane, I'm tired of playing around with you.
Whoever this new ranger is, we must find him. We still can't be sure he's an ally, but he's out there alone. And you can be certain that King Mondo will be trying to find him.
It is imperative that we find him first.
This new ranger could turn out to be a serious nuisance. I want you to find him. That is your only mission in life from now on. I want him found and destroyed. Do you understand me?
When darkness comes to town, the ranger can't back down. Watch out!